Hey guys, it's me, Sujoy over here. So today I'm back with another video, and this is one of my subscribers actually asked me to make this video, and it's about girls allowed in Vietnam hotel, or are you allowed to bring a girl in your hotel in Vietnam? Let me just have a bit of my coffee. All right, so I hope you guys had a good weekend. I was just so lazy over the weekends. Okay, so let me tell you that I mean, I'm definitely out of the dating game, and this has to do like way back. I've stayed in many hotels over here in Vietnam, especially in Ho Chi Minh City. So like I recommend that if you're booking a hotel with Agoda, Booking.com, always select two people, two guests when you're going to check in. That's what I used to do. Like even if I'm going to be going to Ho Chi Minh, I'm going to spend there for a night or two. I'm just going to select for two people, and I would not look for a very expensive hotel. So I would look somewhere. I would look for a hotel which is like a 2-star hotel or a 3-star hotel. Um, I think I've stayed in a 1-star hotel before here in Vietnam a couple of times. Yeah, but like, or you can use the if you have the Red Doors app, because Red Doors or Oyo Hotel apps, which you can download from Google Play or from the App Store. You can get better deals, and it's not very expensive. You can select a hotel. If I'm right, there are a lot of love hotels here in Ho Chi Minh. So love hotels are usually kind of guest friendly. Especially if you want to get someone over, after a few drinks or so. Yeah, so I've stayed in a couple of love hotels. Um, yeah, I just want to explain my experience back in the Philippines. Like, when I used to live in Manila for 5 years, you had the Sogo Hotel, which is like way popular. It's still popular, like Sogo Hotel and even Victoria Hotel, if I can't remember, but that was like 1,000 pesos per night. Sogo Hotel was like 550 pesos per night or something. But I remember, Sogo Hotel, it used to be so crowded all the time. You got all these young Filipino guys, they would get their girlfriends, spend there for an hour or spend for an overnight, and you got the porn channels going around in the Sogo Hotel, and they give you the extra condoms, which I don't see out here in hotels in Vietnam, especially in love hotels and all that. In hotels, they should provide you like two sachets of condom, which is not over here. And I remember in the Philippines they used to give the special powder, which you can mix it with water and drink it, and you would get sexually, it's like a Viagra, sexually energized. That was in Sogo Hotel. I mean, I've stayed in very beautiful love hotels in Philippines, in Manila before. I think it was the Victoria Hotel. I can't remember. But anyway, coming back to the main topic over here, because like I said, I've stayed in many hotels over here. Primarily to update my Booking.com status, and also to get a lot of reward points and even Agoda. So, like I said, my preferences were always into, mature women, and, women who were around my age. I've never dated younger girls. I've never dated someone, who was like 25 or, 26. So, I've always dated women, who were around 30 or, 45, because I like mature Vietnamese women. So, I never had any issues with that. So, like if you're checking in, and provided you mentioned that, like two people, but you go and check alone, and, say for example, you got a Tinder date, and, you go out in the evening, just go to the walking street, spend some time with her, buy her some coffee, and, um, and, just take her out for a little bit of dinner or some bit of pho, and then just take her to Buivian, have some drinks or something, and just and then you can just say that hey, my place is out here in Buivian Street, and it's walking distance, which I've done before also, like so just or usually they would say like okay, I can come to your place, but I'm just going to spend an hour, and then just that, so just don't just consider that as a yes, but eventually they land up staying for the whole night. And then when it's 6 in the morning, I just ask them to leave, um, or 7 in the morning, and just say, hey, you go back, you got to check out, you got to leave now. Uh, I mean, that's my way of going about it. If you're going to be staying in a hotel for a night or two. I mean, even for one night, if you're going to be booking a hotel. Usually, what I do is I never had any issues or any encounters with the reception people doubting me, because like I said, I've always dated mature women, and they dress very kind of maturely, and they don't dress like a bar girl and all that stuff, because that's a different story altogether. But when I usually go back to the hotel, and I just pretend that I'm communicating with my friend, and I just tell the reception guy, the Vietnamese reception lady or old lady or so, and say, my friend, and they're like, okay, okay, because like I said, I've always dated matured women, and women who have even been older to my age, or to my age. So, but yeah, there could be a bit red flags. So, say for example, if you're going to Japantown, and if you're getting somebody from there, and if you're going to be bringing her to your hotel, and if she's dressing very scantily, and if she's looking like a $2 whore, um, of course, the receptionist hotel people, they will know about that. Even if you're booked in District One. I mean, if you're planning to get someone from Japantown, or if you want to hook up with someone in District One, book it over there, the hotel. Um, or you can even look into Bintan District. But if you want to party around, and if you want to get someone back home, and it provided it's not a Tinder date, or it's just you going to Japantown, and say you want to bring back some chick. Then of course there are a lot of hotels in Buivian Street, so just make sure that there, maybe maybe she may need to give the ID to the reception person. But like I said, I've always been around with mature Vietnamese women. I've never dated younger Vietnamese women, who were like 25 or 23, because I just don't feel a connection. So yeah, I mean, so there are a lot of guest friendly hotels. Of course, like when if I check in first into the hotel, I see the sign that you're not allowed to bring in prostitutes, and you so you have to read the rules and regulations. But like I said, it's just written on written as a notice. But in reality, if you're decent, and if you're genuinely trying to hook up with a nice Vietnamese woman, who dresses very elegant, and you're having a good time, and she's connecting with you, I don't think there's any problem, because like I said, I'm not into hoes, I'm not into Japantown. I don't like to pick up girls for fun. I used to do that a lot when I was a teenager. I mean, I've even had experiences where I picked up two hoes from Nana, and I just got them back to my hotel, and banged both of them, and I left for Indonesia the other day. And that was just a one night stay in Bangkok. I remember that. But like I said, my fun days are over. But I don't think you should have much of a problem. But like I said, the trick is, if you're going to be bringing her to the hotel like nighttime, just pretend that you're communicating with her, and just tell the reception person, my friend. So you use the magic word, my friend. Okay. Or because it'll give them an impression that he's just going to be talking with the chick in his room, do some business communication, and then she will go away or something. But like I said, I don't think there should be much of a problem, unless and until she's screaming around inside the hotel room while she's banging you around, and if she's not that too loud. So so I mean, that's from my personal experience. You know but I don't think you should have much of a problem. But yeah, if you're getting some hookers, some prostitutes, and all that, it's a different story altogether. Because if she's dressing very scantily, or if she's like wearing tight short skirts and all that, then chances are you'll have to give the ID. You have to give her ID to the hotel. I definitely would not book for a 4 star or 5 star hotel here in Vietnam, because maybe it could be very strict. I've heard that from a YouTuber. So try to stick around, booking something from a 2 star or 3 star hotel, or look for a boutique hotel, which could be a 3 star. I think that would be around 550 to 600,000 Vietnam dong per night. A 3 star hotel may cost you around 350 per night. You can look into Red Doors. You can look into Oyo hotels, and of course Love hotels. They are more guest friendly, so look out for Love hotels if you're booking. Because they're more guest friendly. You shouldn't have much of a problem. So the way I do is, when I get her, we get hot, and then maybe the whole night the action goes on. But like when it's 6 in the morning or 7, I just tell her, hey, you need to go back home. So I just give some money to her for a grab, and she goes back. You can even try this. I've heard one of my expat friends did this. Like, he got a girl from Japantown, and what he did is that when he brought the chick back to the hotel, he took out a 100,000 VND and just gave it to the reception. Just like, here, this is for you, brother. Have a nice night. So I don't think they're going to raise a lot of money. Raise a lot of eyebrows. Yeah, you can give some money. Like 100,000 BND would do the trick, and just like, here you go. But don't give it to the reception girl. Yeah, if it's a guy, give it to the guy. Like, have a nice night, brother. And then just go. I don't think he's going to ask a lot of questions. Yeah, and from my personal experience, yes, I've stayed in many hotels for so many years here in Vietnam, and I remember I've stayed for 2 consecutive years in hotels when I used to do teaching out here in Vietnam. At Go Bap district. Yeah, I mean, a lot of action goes around. Like, I've even seen, like, you know, 2, 3 Vietnamese guys, checking in with one Vietnamese girl, and right next to my room, and like they were having like a fucking gangbang party. So yeah, all these things keep on going around. I mean, it's a kind of official. It's under the rug, but like I said, you got to play your cards well. I mean, don't get spooked. If you're reading the rules and regulations. But like I said, I've always dated mature Vietnamese women. I never had any issues because they always look matured, and they look like business women, and they like to be in charge. Um, you know, so I never had any issues whatsoever. So I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. So try to avoid booking like 4-star, 5-star hotel if you want to have a one night stand with someone here in Vietnam. So look for a two star or 3-star hotel, or you can even look for a 1-star hotel. And also make sure to just check out how everything is in the reception, how the reception person is with you. So like the most important thing is when you're checking into a hotel, make sure that the reception person is a bit friendlier to you, is friendly to you, and you should not have any issues with that, because if you're seeing that the reception person is extremely rude with you when you're checking in, that could lead you to some problem if you want to bring in someone, um, you know, for a one night stand or something like that. So look into that, and just try to keep a professional ambience when you're checking into the hotel. Or the other option would be like if you want to check out, just get up in the morning and just tell her that, hey, we both will check out from the hotel. I mean, I've even had situations like the girl, she checked out in the morning, and then I get a call on my phone, um, like, good morning, sir, do you need any coffee or tea? Because they just want to check, like, are you alive? Is the main guest okay in the in the room? So I've had these kind of situations. um, so I don't think there should be much of a problem, because you know so that's all I got to say. I mean, I'm not going to list down names of guest friendly hotels, because I'm just sharing it from my personal experience. But like I said, look for love hotels here in Vietnam. Look for 2-star, 3-star hotels. Look for Red Doors if you have the app. Oyo hotels. Oyo hotels, are, I believe, they're even more. They're like guest friendly. Because they're like, you can book an Oyo hotel for short stays, and I know that there are a lot of Vietnamese prostitutes. They like to stay in Oyo hotels and Red Doors and all these love hotels. Sometimes they like to go to other guests' um, rooms, and they just knock at the door or something like that. Keeps on going around here. Yeah, so I hope you guys found this information to be insightful. So make sure to subscribe and like to my channel. Make sure to like my channel as well. I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'm going to leave a link down below. If you want to start a successful online business in Southeast Asia, just want to invite you for this exclusive webinar. That's all I got to say. You guys have a great day. Peace out.